What's going on, everybody? ZCW. Decided to kind of make a game room video. I haven't done one in a while. This ain't gonna be a long video by no means. Here's a few of my stuff. I've only been back collecting seriously for about 4 months. Believe it or not, this system right here, the Genesis 32X with the Sega CD, that and these games right here are all I've got left of my childhood collection. Luckily, my dad lost these in storage and just found them a couple years back. There's my $20 Wii U I bought from a woman whose kids lost the cords, and it works perfect. Here's my PS3 games, Wii U pad, my very meager 64 games. I think I've got like 25. Few strategy guides. And yes, that is an ashtray. I'm in the process of trying to quit smoking. It is not easy. I have a little bit of everything, because like most gamers, I'm a big kid, and I also like my vintage toys. Here's some of my Power Rangers. Again, had these two right here since I was a child. My late great-grandmother and my late grandmother bought them for me. My dad bought me these. My mom bought me this one. And the rest are thrift store finds, as is 99% of the stuff in here. Now we'll go over to the retro setup. Retro TV was found free on the side of the road. Said worked, and it works. Got a couple lines at the top, but it'll work for now. My very meager Nintendo collection. What's bad, about 6 years ago I had over 100. I had games like Bucky O'Hare and Mega Man X3 for Super Nintendo, but got very hard up for money and had to sell them all. And then here's my meager Dreamcast games. I've had most of them since the Dreamcast was, relevant for that brief year and a half. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the Dreamcast. GameCube, 64, Super Nintendo, PS1, PS2, PS2 Slim, my spare Dreamcast. I don't normally buy spares, but it was $5 and I couldn't resist at that price. My black Xbox, my Halo Green Xbox, my Jungle Green 64 that I found at a Salvation Army recently for $10. Found that DS SP, or not DS, the Game Boy SP for $10 at the same Salvation Army. And this here is a Super Nintendo that was gave to me by a very good friend. Her name was Ruth, and she used to sell at Smiley's Flea Market out in Fletcher, North Carolina, which is where I was born and raised. Here's my Wii collection. The very few box Genesis games I got, and all but like one of them are from my childhood. And then some more of my just random stuff. And Ream Bean, if you're watching this, brother, you are correct. That Hyperscan is one of the biggest pieces of crap around. I got it because it was $2. And then I got an unopened controller there for $1. And then my DVDs. I grew up on Blockbuster, so when they closed, I had to kind of transfer my collection. I think that's about going to do it. Here's my PS1 games. My very meager Sega CD collection. Because by the time I got my Sega CD as a child, was kind of getting out of it. My few Masters of the Universe. At one time I had the whole line, Attorney, all that, but again, hard up for money. And the newest addition to the game room, one I got to thank Mr. Ream Bean for. He told me about Macari. Started selling on there about a month ago. I sold a quarter pair of vintage Ray-Bans for $150, and I found this bad boy. With the coupon that I had, I ended up paying like, I think 70. Well, 80 because I had to order the game separate. Only game I could afford right now is Keith Courage, but hey, it's a start. So thank you, Ream Bean. Thanks to you, I now have fulfilled my dream of owning a TurboGrafx. Down here is where I keep all of my controllers and stuff. And yeah, I just wanted to fill you in. My game room is right off of my bedroom. There's the PS4. So nothing too great in there. I'm actually listing more stuff for sale. And my sign. Eat, sleep, poop, game. The only thing that I bought from Toys R Us before they went out of business, paid a whopping 75 cents for it. So that's it. Thanks, y'all.